You were at Lake Rant, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one's for Matt, who says, "Hey Digi, rant about these songs." Then links to a playlist of like 6 songs by Children of Bodom. He says, "These guys have really dumb and edgy lyrics, but basically every song has an awesome, fun, and sometimes super memorable guitar solo and a bunch of keyboards going nuts. I think their second, third, and fourth albums are all really enjoyable from start to finish, and they're pretty short, so check those out if you want." So I gave these a shot, and I've heard of Children of Bodom. They were pretty big in the metal scene in the early 2000s in particular. If you were on the internet, you probably heard about them. I'd never really given them a listen. I'll say that the guitar work is very good. It is, virtuosic. There's lots of crazy solos and noodling and stuff like that. There's in times it reminded me when they went for like the more neoclassical sound on some of the songs in this playlist. Like it gave me Galnerius vibes, which is another band in that genre. I could definitely see them having been an influence on maybe bands like Ensiferum, that I am a big fan of, with the way that they kind of fuse like melodic death metal and power metal into something that's just like really fun and raucous. But I didn't think their songwriting was as interesting as like Ensiferum's first album, for instance. Most of the songs are pretty straightforward metal songs. The guitar solo falls exactly where you expect it to. It's sort of a verse, chorus, verse, chuggy riff kind of music, which is fine. I didn't think the songwriting was bad, but the production was really where it kind of faltered for me. I thought the guitars sounded great, but the drums, I was almost surprised to find out the band had a drummer, because they sound synthetic. They're so like thin and just there's the whole mix just is very thin. It's got this like I don't know, like it's all in the mid range or something. Like there's no bass and no depth of sound in there. Which is a problem with a lot of metal bands. A lot of metal music has really shit mixing, and I'm not just talking about like bad production values in general. Like I like a lot of lo-fi black metal and shit, but it has to really match the aesthetic of what they're going for, or just sound good altogether. And in this case, I feel like they would be better served by punchier production. At least these early albums. I didn't check out like what their newer stuff sounds like or anything like that. I thought it was funny that you even mentioned that they had dumb and edgy lyrics when all the lyrics are, screamed in an incomprehensible thick Finnish accent. So that didn't bother me or anything. But yeah, like it was easy for me to appreciate why some people like these guys so much, and I do think maybe if I had gotten into them, way back in the early 2000s, if I'd actually given them a listen, maybe I would have enjoyed it myself. I do think that the screams are not the best. It's not the best vocal performances, but again, the guitar work is there. But ultimately, I feel like if I wanted to get like the feelings I would get from these albums, I would either go listen to like Ensiferum's first album or go listen to Galnerius Resurrection or something. Also, their cover of Aces High, I just didn't think was nearly as good as the original song, mostly because of the vocals, so which was in this playlist. But yeah, they seem like a fun enough band. I would not be upset if I had to listen to them.